basketball may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense will get first crack at it here. They painted the state big blue in a Kentucky blowout the last time they saw the Cards.
And I think it's always fun to watch the response. In rivalry games, when one side gets smashed and they have to hear about it for a year, Palmer, it usually ends up being a pretty good game.
Yeah, they brag a lot in this state. It doesn't matter that either team really haven't been in the national championship picture for years. This game matters.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They're going back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy.
Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Back to throw, it's Waddle. Trying to set up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Kentucky going quickly. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And here they come to give it another shot on third and goal from the 3. Try to barge their way in. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 4. Back's looking for the goal line. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's into the open down the middle. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Louisville! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Waddle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Really great job in coverage by the defender on that play, swatting the ball away.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught over the middle, it's Melton. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down, everyone in this...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Running wide open down the field. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Finding an escape route. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Here comes the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Under fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Rivera. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Abraham. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. zings it complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Here's the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cardinals will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Fighting off the defender. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looking downfield, it's Waddle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense.
There he goes. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Waddle. Lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gonna look downfield again. Touchdown, Wildcats. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
35, Louisville, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And back to the air on second down. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The sure hands, it's Booker. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even 1-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, give on the inside. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit.
Number 12, in punt formation to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got a man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes the handoff. It's Booker. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Look out, he's got room.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Kentucky going quickly.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football.
He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires complete on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Man, just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays for you.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Catches it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move, it's Melton. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Kentucky right back to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Thomas looking to fire. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. C-A-T-S, Cats, 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 as Kentucky builds this lead.
It feels like it's been a fast break on the basketball court here for a while now. Kentucky showing the speed all over the field, pulling away from Louisville.
Yeah, taking...
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Great place to start for this offense. The hand to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. There's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success with complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Thomas back to pass. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Such a great job by the defensive back, dropping beyond the sticks, understanding where the ball's going, breaking on the football. Great eyes, great vision, and great hands. Looked like a wide receiver getting that INT.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. Kentucky going quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Work it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kentucky right back to the line. They believe they can run right here. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Thomas looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on 2nd down from the 13. Rides the back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Under fire. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, what a move. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They get to the line quickly. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Thomas back to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. And this one will be touched and down at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on 1st down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Silver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Cardinals are on the move. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on. And this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Grab behind the line, it's House. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Silver. Right down the gut of the field. The 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Kentucky had the horses today, and they ran well down the backstretch and made it all the way to the wire to outlast Louisville and take home the Governor's Cup. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.